What is going on, everybody? It's the Front, and we're back again with another Elestrals Defiant Champion Sunstrike. The final reveals are here, and unfortunately, they decided to do another long-winded podcast of a bunch of people that I don't give a crap about. Let's start off with the Arcalith Champion of. As I was saying, we have Arcalith Champion of Zeus. This Arcalith can be normal cast with 2 spirits. If your Zeus is enchanted, you can target an Celestial with Zeus effect. With this effect, you can return up to 2 thunder from your underworld to your spirit deck, or enchant up to 2 from your underworld to Zeus. Oh boy, oh boy. So basically, if you get obviously Zeus on the field, you get this Arcalith up, and then you get to either put 2 spirits back, or you add 2 more spirits to Zeus, allowing you to use more Zeus. Basically, it's a big time. It's just another healer. You play this, you use his effect, you get 2 back on Zeus, or you put him back in 6-2. Not a bad stat line. Obviously, if Tsunami comes into play, this thing's not going to last very long at all because it goes from it's a glass cannon basically. You go in there, you knock things out when it's this high when it's in attack position. That gets forced to go into defense position. It's going to fold like nobody like super easily. Then we got Chilolato, Champion of Keone. You can foretell 4. You may add a Frost Ruin foretold this way to your hand if you do. And oh wow, expense. See, I don't know, man. So this one's got a little bite to it. It is definitely a defensive Celestial for sure. If you foretell a Ruin this way, a Frost Ruin, you have to expense good. I don't know. That's definitely a risk reward type thing. Obviously, if you don't find a Frost Ruin, you just put everything back in the front and you there. But man, that's definitely a difficult one to go for. Paolith and the Neandersloth, champions of Keone. Keone. This Paolith also accounts for as a Frost Celestial. Really? Get this quality up. I'm just kidding. Okay. When this Paolith receives 1 or more Frost, you can Nexus Frost or Earth. When this gets 1 or more Frost, you can special ascend it to Neandersloth from your hand, deck, or what? Interesting. When this Neandersloth destroys an Celestial in battle, you can enchant Frost from your underworld to your field. When this is so weird. When this Neandersloth leaves your field, you can special cast a Paleolith from your hand or from your deck or underworld, using Earth from your spirit deck or underworld. Yeah, that's very weird. It's Champions of Keone. This one's just a very. I don't see too many people using Frost and Earth as a common type combination. This outside, of course, having 2 for Earthquake. I don't know, but this just I don't know, man. Enchant like you can Nexus Frost or Earth. When this Paleolith, which gets 1 or more Frost, you special send in the Neandersloth. I don't know, man. That just seems so weird. This is an interesting combination. I don't understand this one at all. Then we got Ectopossum for Champion of Artemis. When your Hypnopossum is destroyed in battle, you can special cast this Ectopossum from the underworld. If you cast this Ectopossum, you can expend 2 target a suppressed card and return. And I mean, you have to have a card suppressed on the field to be able to return it to your hand. I don't know. These effects are getting a little bit out there when it comes to like they're very situational. They're very situational. I don't see a reason why you would put this on the field any other time soon. Obviously, Hypnopossum we already saw. Ooh, Astrabate champion gets a full art card. Why? Because it does. This thing looks like a card. We gotta see those 2. Starbit also getting himself a nice full art card here. Got here. Got the Hairless Full Art card, which looks pretty good. Got going on. Got Toxiswarm. You can cast this Toxiswarm. You can search your deck for a Hermes Trickery and add it to your hand. When this Toxiswarm is destroyed and by your wind card's effect, you can enchant wind from to your field. Okay. I mean, getting a Hermes Trickery is always a good card to have. It's a very, very powerful root. But, yeah. Nope, back. I don't want to see these guys. We got Cyclovenom, which, when this Cyclovenom is sent to the underworld with your wind card effect, you can search your deck for a Toxiswarm and add it to your hand. Then you may put a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. If you do, you can draw a card. I mean, good stat line. Wind card effect. Interesting. Hear what they had to say. Same thing. Then we got ourselves a Cyclovenom Full Art card here, looking pretty good here. Aeolus pointing off to the sun, off to looks like a Galaxia is there in the background there, pointing off to the Galaxia. It looks like they wants to fight. You got Lumavale. Oh wow, whoa! Time out. Lumavale has multiple. Lumavale Exalted form. Okay, and then Lumavale Wicked form. These were made by Distant Coda, by the way. But in the Exalted form, which is why it makes it interesting, you have normal Lumavale, which is a solar and a lunar, Exalted, which is just double solar, and then Wicked, which is just double lunar. When this Lumavale is destroyed, you can special cast this Lumavale from your hand using solar from your underworld. Elestrals that are not solar enchanted or disguised was cast that way. Oh wow. And then you have the Wicked form. This Lumavale can be special cast from your hand with Lunar if you house a disenchanted solar from your Lumavale on the field. When you do, you can destroy each opponent's face-up card that are not solar enchanted. Very, very interesting. So all three of these are going to be needed to work in tandem with something. I do notice that Wicked and Exalted forms attack and defense switch, whereas this Lumavale itself is 6/6. So interesting. The fact that there are 3 different forms of Lumavale. Could you see somebody having 9 Lumavales in their deck? I highly doubt it, but interesting combination here. What's going on here? Oh yeah, because we already had those. But show off the stellars that we had from both deck profiles. Have those as well. What's on here? Oh, we got a couple stellars here. We got Astrabit, we got Starbit, we got Lumaru, Champion of Aries. I think we got all the cards shown off, I guess, now. A couple more. We have what? I don't like that we do this, but it is what it is. He wants to have the surprise. Yeah, here we've got Phosphor Cell, Ultra Charge. Kind of figured Phosphor Cell would get another Stellar because Dan loves his Stellars that way. We got Basuva 2. Obviously, these are all going to get their own Stellars as well because they are the box arts. If you open a box, you're going to get one. These are 1 out of 25 instead of 1 out of 10. So there's that. What else we got here? Vergelius and Sulfury getting their own. Obviously, Sulfury, we saw its full art with its Stellar one for the tournament packs. Ooh, I like that. That is a beautiful looking stage. Have it again. Don't want to see them. There we go. Hydrate, Twindra, and Pantera. This is a different one. Catch this Hydrate, you can switch your deck for Astral. This Twindra can attack twice during your battle phase, so it's got the Necrops, you know. When this Twindra is destroyed in battle, you can special cast up to two Hydrates from your hand or deck suppress. And then Pantera, this means this Hydrate, Twindra, and Pantera, you're not going to be able to just turbo out the Pantera. When you cast this Pantera, you can enchant it up with up to 2 from your Underworld your deck. When the battle phase begins, you can disenchant 1 from your Pantera in order to target and destroy a card. Okay. Who's using this over regular Pantera? Who's using this over the regular Pantera line? I don't see a reason to. I mean, obviously, Twindra being able to attack twice in the same battle phase, is very appealing. But the fact that you can go from Hydrake Twindra to Pantera in one turn, I just don't see a reason why you would use this. Obviously, you can always go from the original Hydrake Twindra into Pantera into regular Pantera, or you can go into this Pantera, which cool. But Hydrake, when original one allows you to ascend into Twindra, and then Twindra allows you to ascend into Pantera. I just don't see a reason to use this one. There's a big L, I think. But I think that is it. I believe that is it for the reveals on Sunstrike. As I'm looking through this, there is nothing else that they talk about. They just want to talk about the Twindra, Pantera, and all that stuff. But that is Sunstrike for you. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm also not. I'm again going to say I'm not a big fan of the fact that they decided to turn these into podcasts, sort of like we had with Soda Deck reveals, where it was like an 8-minute video and that was it. I don't need to have people who are being paid by Elestrals to have reactions to these cards being revealed. They need to let that be people who are not getting paid. Their reactions are fake, absolutely fake as can be. Why? Because all they're gonna sit there and go, "Oh, this is great. These are the greatest cards. These are the strongest cards." They don't have it. They aren't allowed to sit there and go, "Oh, this is gonna suck," or "This ain't not work that well." Like, gonna use these over regular Pantera. Who's gonna use this over the original Pantera line? But you can go, boom. Yes, I know. Going from Hydrake up to Pantera in one turn is very costly. But let's be honest, you're gonna want to use this Hydrake over regular Hydrake. Twindra, this one, yeah, you can double attack twice, which sounds nice on paper, but you're not gonna be able to just turbo in the Pantera. That's my thoughts there. You're not gonna hear that anywhere else. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like or dislike the video, and I'll see you guys on the next review. Whatever that is. That minus content. I'll see you guys later.